Hey everybody, welcome back. I know it's been a while. Sorry for the delay in lessons. I got set up in the new house and had some technical difficulties with our internet and being able to upload videos. I'm way out in the country, so upstate New York, farm country. So it took a little bit to get all that set up, but now I've got a space here, as you can see, to record, do lessons. Look a little different, growing the beard out, going for the winter look, and doing the 1 year beard challenge, which should be the end of May before it's all done, but we'll see if it's way out to here by then. You'll get to see it in the lessons grow. But today, what I want to do, I'm still working on my lesson series, the 30 basic, starting from like beginner right up through intermediate series. But in the meantime, to get lessons going for you, I wanted to talk about the DCG chord progression. A lot of confusion, a lot of debate on it. Basically, Sweet Home Alabama, it's a D, C, G. Everybody argues what key it's in, how do I solo over it, what should I play, what scale, major, minor, is it G, is it D? And I wanted to talk about that. I know a lot of people say it's in D, they're adamant it's in D. A lot of people say it's in G. Some say it's in D Mixolydian, which is G if you understand your modes. It's the same thing. D Mixolydian, G major, same exact scale, same notes. So I want to talk about that and clear up a little confusion there and give you my opinion on it. All right. So a lot of it varies too. I'm gonna go over three songs actually. Sweet Home Alabama, which is DCG. Marshall Tucker Band, Can't You See, which is also DCG. And Blue on Black, Kenny Wayne Shepherd, DCG. There's an A in there, but it's only on that chorus. It just kind of holds it. But the 90% of the song is DCG. And they're actually three different scales. Okay, so let's start with we'll go with Sweet Home Alabama. That's the most common one. If you notice, it's on the D, the C, and then the G. It does it two measures of the G, so it holds the G longer, you hear it more, and it tends to resolve to that better. And that's why I think it's in G. It resolves on a G and it feels nice on a G. And if you solo with the G major, it sounds pretty good. It sounds better than if you try and use the D major or the D minor pentatonic. They just sound a little off. It doesn't sound right. So I'm going to loop that for you so you can hear it and see what I'm talking about. Okay. Let me clear that out so I can do the next one. Okay. So as you can see, that's the G major pentatonic scale over Sweet Home Alabama. I'm not playing the riffs they're playing, but it's the same scale he was playing, just played a different melody. But it fits nicely, so it definitely feels like that's in the key of G to me, not D. If you play the D major or the D minor over it, it just sounds a little off. The notes are they're not as colorful and bright. It doesn't sound as happy as Sweet Home Alabama does. So that one definitely leaned towards key of G, major pentatonic. Now the next one is Can't You See, Marshall Tucker, which I'm going to loop it and then we'll discuss it. So. So I got it ready for you. But let me explain. This one starts on the D, Then it goes to C, G, then it goes back to the D, and you can hear it resolves on that D, so it definitely feels like D major. So I'm going to play the D major pentatonic scale, and you'll see it fits nicely. And then I'll jump into the D minor, and you'll see it works, but it's a little off. So let's go, when we do that, we'll do D major pentatonic. Alright, now I'm going to do the D minor pentatonic so you can hear what that sounds like. I gotta clear this out. This pedal drives me nuts. Okay, so that was the minor pentatonic. It just doesn't sound as good. So can't you see? Definitely D major. Like I said, this is going to take some being able to hear it where it resolves, a little bit of ear training to hear what I'm talking about. But definitely, they're both DCG, Sweet Home Alabama, Can't You See? But Can't You See definitely resolves on that D. Sweet Home resolves on the G, G major, D major. Two different scales you're going to use over them, but you're playing the same chords. And most people be like, well, if it's D, C, and G, you know, it starts on D, it's got to be the key of D. It's not how it works. You got to kind of work off what it's resolving on. And then blue on black. We're going to use that as our third example for a third type of scale over it. Right now we've used G major, we used D major, now we're going to use the D minor. Blue on black, excuse me, Kenny Wayne Shepherd is definitely a bluesy sound, Stevie Ray Vaughan feeling. So he uses that minor pentatonic over the major chords, and it gives you that really bluesy feeling with that minor third in there. So I'm going to loop that, play the minor over it so you can hear it, okay? Alright, so that's the D minor pentatonic. So as you can see, all three songs, are D, C, G progressions, and yet they're using three different scales: G major scale, D major scale, D minor scale, pentatonics. I don't want to forget that. G major pentatonic, D major pentatonic, D minor pentatonic. Pentatonic, 5 notes. The regular major and minor scales have 7. So there you have it. Hope that helps clear up a little bit of it. Like I said, it all is how it's resolving, where it kind of resolves to, which is going to determine which scale you're going to play over. And like I said, Sweet Home Alabama, that G is written longer. It just seems to resolve there. And I think that's why he played that G major scale. It really feels home there, no pun intended. And Can't You See definitely has the D in there a whole lot more. You're hearing it more. It resolves to it. The D major fits nicely, and blue on black, even though it kind of sounds like it's going to the G and resolves there. But you can hear it wants to back to that D. And he actually doesn't play it as a whole D. He takes the middle finger off and doesn't play the F sharp. Even Kenny Wayne Shepherd explains that in a video of his. That's how he plays it, kind of a suspended. So it could be major or minor. So that minor really fits because you don't have that major third on the D in there. A whole lot of theory I don't want to get into, but in the minor pentatonic over those majors really give it that bluesy feeling. It's a lot of classic rock will play the minor pentatonic, you know, in A. You know, that's the A minor pentatonic with the A major chord. It just works. It gives it the bluesy, classic rock feel. So I hope, like I said, I hope that helped clears up some of the confusion, what you should play when you're soloing. If you have any questions and you don't quite understand what key you're in or what scale really works, and then comment down below. I'll see if I can answer it. And as far as like modes and people telling you, it's in mixed Lydian, it's in the Lydian or Dorian is what the key is in. Pretty much they're in a major key or a minor key, and every major key has a minor key. So if something's in a key of G major, it's also in the key of E minor. They're identical. And I have to tell you, it's in D Mixolydian, like Sweet Home Alabama, exact same notes as G major and E minor. So it's still G major. It's kind of how you want to refer to keys, and they're majors or they're minors, not modes, not the Greek names. Those are scales to give it flavor, but you can definitely write songs in that kind of key, but it's not typical when you're just standard talking about keys. Stick with just the major key or minor key, and then it's a whole lot easier to understand. So like I said, any questions, comment down below, and I will see you next time. And thanks for watching.